They'll be calling you a radical. A lot to talk about today. So the Snake River drainage has all been emergency closed. So ODFW, they're liars. The scumbag of NOAA liars. The scientists are mystified. They're baffled. Now, how can that be? They're all mystified as they watch the greatest ecocide in human history, well, in the Earth's history. You know, since the meteor struck, maybe. But, I mean, the Pacific Ocean and think about all these guys. You know, as I named it the Great Pacific Genocide, how long ago? Think about all these guys posting all over. That's, I mean, talk about branding your fool self in history. So, liars, figures don't lie, liars figure. I want to talk about the liars of ODFW. So now they're coming out. Now think about this. This is like betting on a game after the game's over. Then we'll talk about Chicago Bridge's epic collapse. Hope you guys got rich off of it. I think there's a lot of people did, you know. You can send me a tip. So, they come out. I'm eat, sleep, drinking this the whole time. You know, I'm walking the coast. I'm watching this ecocide, the Great Pacific Giant unfold the whole time. I'm watching the starvation events over. Hey, Bob, let's check the weather now. Let's go back. We have a breaking news story. Oh, why did the sea lion, isn't that cute? Why did the sea lion crawl up in San Diego, starving to death, and have a chili burger? Why did the sea lion in Washington cross the road? How isn't that cute? Oh God, they tried to take my latte out of my hand in Seattle. Yeah, isn't this wonderful? We can watch starving to death mammals eat each other that don't eat each other because they're starving to death. Ooh, abundance of food. I mean, these people need to be rounded up and put in jail. These are scum. So ODFW comes out. They slash their prediction after the fact. Today's the 18th. It's pretty well over. The Willamette had 14 yesterday, 13 the day before. It's extinction levels. Now think about it. We're talking salmon, spring Chinook salmon. I mean, the hallowed beasts are going to go. These derelicts, they gill netted. So they came out with the predictions earlier this year, 170,000. I was there, and I'm like, you're crazy. I kept going after them, you know, and I told them, you'll be lucky to get 30, 40,000 was my numbers, you know, because they don't plug in Fukushima. You know, it's a gas. So I'm going to go to sea for 5 years. This is a catastrophe. Well, I grew up fishing on the Snake. You know, it's over. I'm telling you, it's over. On the Deschutes, it's called black spot disease. These fish are black and they're sick. You know, ooh, we can have a tracer study. Here, it's real simple, kids. Fukushima happens. They dump for 2,260 days. Fresh water over the top of the cores, where the cores they think they are, which flows directly into the Pacific Ocean. I mean, Bikini Atolls on Balco. Over and it's just an endless universe, the Pacific Ocean. No, it's not. Oh, it's a bathtub. No, it's not. You know, it's the greatest ecosystem on this Mother Earth. So I'm going to go to sea for 5 years. Muirs all wash up dead. Sea lions starving to death in epic numbers. Full of cancer. Yeah, you can go on and on. Anchovy sardines collapse. Oh, it's just quaint. I like how drought. Okay, so figure this one out. ODFW talking about outflow out of the Columbia is the biggest in many, many, many years. And then drought out of the other side of their mouth? I don't think so. You know, think about every single scientist. They're mystified, they're puzzled, they're stumped. Now, how's that? This is the power there. They bow because they know who paid for their degrees, who they work for. Miss USA. I mean, it's unbelievable. They're sitting at 36,000. It's May 18th. You know, opening the Copper River. They've slashed the Copper River projections by 80, 90%. This is epic catastrophe. The Pacific Ocean is poisoned. And then they want to quote numbers from back in the 80s or the 90s when we know what that was. That was the over gill netting. And that was the river's problem with the escapement. Now, never forget this. 2011. So I'm going to see record escapement. Every one of these rivers, record escapement. The Willamette, these salmon are going to go extinct. They need 20,000. They're 4,000. It's over. You know, they'll be lucky to get 40,000 in the. But I've been emailing them the whole time and arguing with them, and that was my number, between 30 and 40,000. You know, because I plug in Fukushima. It's a gas. I'm the guy that first reported you could actually see it. The dead tide pools, all of it. I mean, I watched this unfold. back to Chicago Bridge. I hope you guys did what I asked you all to do a few months ago. The May puts were $20 a piece. They're at $700 today. The stock has gone from $32 to, you know, under $19 in this week. You know, it's epic collapse. Why? Because they build nuclear reactors. The most flawed economics there is, you know, and they're saving for a bailout. And speaking of economics, there's new reports coming out. The personal debt structure, household debt, is higher than it was in 2008. This thing's going to come apart. Honda's laying off freaking hundreds of thousands. Ford's, we call it the back-end loaded. 7-year loan, 8-year loan. I mean, this house of cards is 0% interest rates coming to an end. I mean, all this at once. I mean, what all I can come up with is that we are a degenerate people. That this country is degenerate. I mean, what else? Why would people just stand down? The fishermen, they used to fight with me. And I says, no, I'm on your team. Why are you fighting with me? Why aren't you going after the nuclear industry? Why does everybody bow to these people? And somehow the American community has it into their head that this is science fiction. That nuclear fission, you know, this doesn't exist. It's Godzilla, you know. It's some Japanese sci-fi movie. Oh my God, you don't think nuclear reactors are very real? Nuclear reaction? Why do you think Hanford's completely sealed off? Why do you think there's an incredible security around every one of these reactors? I mean, we know how dangerous this shit is. This has never happened, ever. That's why they're mystified about it. It's peer review. They captured the academia. Oh, trust me, I know. Geez, the next shoe to drop, but scumbags. Figures don't lie, liars figure. An ODFW, they gill netted illegally. Now, why would they do that? Because they got to keep all the fish. They have private contractors keep the fish. Just like the live cams aren't working on the Bonneville for 3 years. Down recorded. These are derelict criminals, you know, because they don't want you to see the fish. I know people that work in the Alaska fisheries up there, and they search them, make them sign contracts that can't come out. It says these fish are so sickly and disgusting looking, but they make them sign. It's illegal for you to think because, you know, and this government and this community and this populace protects. I'm blown away. I am actually blown away. If I hypothesis every bit of this, from down to a perfect science. I mean, you think about my, you know, economic. I mean, talk about Cassandra-like. You know, what is my reward? My heart ripped out, freaking surgery. You know, kicked off Medicaid. Think about that. Why under AML leukemia? You think about the timing of this. How is this even possible? You know, I had 27,000 shares of Tesla stock. I paid $28 for. You did it right online. I shorted silver at 47. Short gold at 1900. Had Apple derivatives at 280. I mean, do the math. Then I get leukemia. Wrote a check for $860,000 to get in the bone marrow transplant unit. Broke me. 5-year fight. Go out. I'm trying to come out. Traveling all over the world, just fighting my ass off. Trying to stay alive. Trying to wake people up to this incredible ecocide, the Great Pacific Genocide. Hello. This gas killed all the trees. This gas freaking slaughtered and maimed. How many of your loved ones have got? How many people do you know have died because of this? And, you know, it's just the government in denial. You're in denial. Now you think about it. The Pacific Ocean. It's in total collapse. It's 90% dead. Dead whales, dead mirrors, dead sea lions. Oh, honey, look, how great is this? We get to see starving to death mammals eat each other. Ooh, get them off the pier, shoot them. They're trying to get my Big Mac. I mean, fucking losers. Self, me, and that's all it is. This generation is the generation that Barack Obama, he's the guy. He made him stand down. John Holdren, head of the science technology team. All these people that ran this show, these potato chip bananas, the PR firms, the media, every vlogger and blogger that went around, oh, look at the attacks on me in critical condition. I mean, I'm still listed in severe critical condition to this day. Yet people online are allowed to attack me, which are felonies. Nobody defends me. You know, Cassandra-like. I told you. I mean, those puts were $20 a piece. They're $700 today. They're coming apart because of this flood. India's going to build 10. How you want to bet? Watch the activists fight there, like they do in Taiwan, like they do in South Korea, like they do all over the world, like they do in China. Not here. The United States of America, we make up less than 3% of the population, we consume 40%. Buy your fishermen who can't fish, fishermen, skiers who can't ski, surfers who can't surf. I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a butcher, what's a cow? The fake green activist community can kiss my ass. They never stood up for me. They never walked with me. They never tried with me. I walked from Mexico to San Francisco. I watched this. I detailed it. I ate, slept, drinking. I'm so connected to the sea that as she's dying, I'm dying. I fight, she fights. The leukemia in me, the leukemia in the sea. We freaking barely hang on. Then our heart is ripped out. Know this at Diablo Canyon, the Shumats used to call it the mother's heart. Remember I used to do my blue hearts on Valentine's Day? None of you, I mean, thank you to this group of people, the 227 people that have supported my activists in this historic work. Thank you for all the prayers praying for me to get through this. You know, I'm praying for the sea. I mean, we've tried. We've done everything we possibly can. But look what we're up against. An evil, freaking, ignorant population that's drunk on ignorance and proud of it. Stand tuned.